The Galactic Council had always underestimated humanity. When the blue-green world called Earth was first discovered, the advanced civilizations of the galaxy viewed its inhabitants as primitive mammals, barely capable of interstellar flight. Their technology seemed crude, their military tactics unrefined, and their weapons laughably simple compared to the plasma cannons and energy shields that dominated modern warfare. Admiral Kane stood on the bridge of the UES Defiance, watching the massive alien fleet approach through the viewport. The hegemony had come with over 3,000 warships, their hulls gleaming with adaptive armor and bristling with weapons. That could crack planets. They had demanded Earth's surrender, expecting the same swift capitulation they had received from dozens of other worlds. "Sir, incoming transmission from the hegemony flagship," reported Lieutenant Davis from the communications. "Station. Put it through," Kane replied, his weathered face betraying no emotion. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing the imposing figure of War Commander Thane, his 4 arms crossed over his chitinous chest. His species, the Keth, had conquered 17 star systems in the past decade alone. "Human Admiral." Thane's voice boomed through the bridge, translated by the universal communicator. "Your pitiful fleet of 200 vessels cannot hope to match our superior numbers and technology. Surrender now, and your species will be granted the honor of serving the hegemony as laborers." Kane stepped forward, his hands clasped behind. His back. "War Commander, I appreciate your offer, but I'm afraid we'll have to decline. You see, there's something about humanity you don't understand." Thane's mandibles clicked in what passed for laughter among his kind. "What could we possibly fail to understand about such a primitive species? Your ships are made of metal and ceramic. Your weapons fire crude projectiles. You have no energy shields, no quantum disruptors, no molecular destabilizers." "You're absolutely right," Kane said calmly. "We don't have any of those things, but we have something else." Before Thane could respond, Kane nodded to his tactical officer. "Lieutenant Rogers, initiate Protocol 7. Rogers hesitated for just a moment. "Sir, are you certain? Once we begin, there's no going back." "Do it." The lieutenant's fingers flew across his console, and suddenly every human ship in the fleet began to transform. Hull plates shifted and retracted, revealing massive arrays of weapons that had been hidden beneath false exterior panels. The ships themselves seemed to grow larger as additional sections deployed from their cores. Thane's eyes widened as he realized what he was seeing. Impossible. Our sensors showed no such capabilities. "That's because we've been hiding them," Kane explained. "For the past 50 years, every human ship has been built with 2 configurations. The peaceful exploration variant that we show to the galaxy, and the war configuration that we've never had reason to use until now." The transformation was breathtaking. The human fleet's ships revealed themselves to be nearly twice their original size, their hulls now bristling with weapon systems that defied easy classification. Railguns capable of accelerating projectiles to significant fractions of light. Speed. Missile arrays that could deploy thousands of smart munitions simultaneously. And most impressive of all, kinetic bombardment systems that could drop tungsten rods from orbit with devastating precision. "You see, War Commander," Kane continued, "humanity has been preparing for this day since we first ventured into space. We knew we were technologically behind, so we developed strategies that played to our strengths. We're very good at hiding things, and we're even better at making seemingly primitive weapons perform far beyond their theoretical limits." Thane tried to maintain his composure, but Kane could see the uncertainty creeping into his alien features. "Your weapons are still projectile-based. Our shields can deflect such attacks." "Can they?" Kane asked. "Lieutenant Park, demonstrate." "Our new ammunition." One of the human destroyers fired a single railgun round at a small asteroid floating between the 2 fleets. The projectile struck its target, and the asteroid didn't just shatter, it was completely vaporized in a brilliant flash of light. Antimatter-tipped tungsten penetrators, Kane explained. We may not have energy weapons, but we've learned to put energy into our projectiles in ways that make them quite effective against any known shielding technology. The silence on the Hegemony flagship was deafening. Kane could practically hear Thane's tactical advisors frantically recalculating their battle projections. Furthermore, Kane continued, you should know that what you're seeing here is just our rapid response fleet. The real human military is currently in transit from our inner systems. They'll arrive in approximately 6 hours with another 800 ships, all equipped with weapon systems that we've been developing specifically for this scenario. Kane paused, letting the implications sink in. We've also taken the liberty of mining several key hyperspace routes. Any attempt to flee will result in your ships being destroyed before they can complete their jump calculations. Thane was no longer trying to hide his concern. You're bluffing. No species could have developed such capabilities in secret. War Commander, humanity has been fighting wars for thousands of years. We've learned a few things about strategy, deception, and the importance of keeping your true capabilities hidden until the moment you need them. Today is that moment. The human fleet began to move into attack formation, their newly revealed weapon systems tracking the Hegemony ships with predatory precision. Kane watched as panic began to spread through the alien fleet, their previously confident formation dissolving into chaos. I'm going to give you one opportunity to withdraw, Kane said. Take your fleet and return to Hegemony space. Inform your superiors that Uri is under the protection of the Terran Defense Force, and any future aggression will be met with overwhelming retaliation. Thane stared at the display showing the human fleet's true capabilities for a long moment. Finally, he spoke, his voice much quieter than before. This is not overhuman. No, Kane agreed. It's just begun. But now you know what you're truly facing. The Hegemony fleet began its withdrawal, their ships limping away from Earth space, with their pride and tactical superiority shattered. Kane watched them go, knowing that word of this encounter would spread throughout the galaxy. Humanity had finally shown its true face to the stars, and the universe would never underestimate them again.